What a good day. I'm Lizzie Bennet, 20, good-humored, a book lover, and nobody's fool. I don't really believe in marriage. I mean, I haven't fallen in love yet, but if I do, I promise to commit for him. Hello.
Never mind that. Well, there's a Mr. Bingley arrived from the north.
With more than one chase.
And a 5,000 a year.
Really?
And he's single.
Who's single?
Mr. Bingley, apparently.
Oh, my sweet girls, we're gonna meet him soon. Right, Mr. Bennet? What a fine thing for our girls.
How can it affect them?
My dear Mr. Bennet, how can you be so tiresome? You know that he must marry one of them.
Oh, so that is...
Yes, so you must go and visit him once.
You must, Papa.
There's no need for... I already have.
When?
How can you tease me, Mr. Bennet? Have you no compassion for my poor nerves?
You mistake me, my dear.
Mrs. Bennet, Mr. Bingley has wished to become acquainted with you and your daughters.
Ma'am, there's a very good of you. This is Jane, my eldest, Elizabeth, and Mary over there, Kitty and Lydia, my youngest. Would you like to dance, sir?
If Miss Bennet is not engaged, may I have to lead the two dances?
I am not engaged, sir.
Good. May I excuse me, madam?
Well, did you ever met a proud man with no respect?
Mama, he will gonna hear you.
I don't care if he'll gonna hear us.
He is Mr. Bingley's oldest friend. He has a mighty fortune and a great estate in Derbyshire. Bingley's wealth is nothing to his.
Well, don't you think that he is the handsome man you've ever met?
Well, I wonder if he would be handsome if he's not rich.
Father, I have been invited to the Netherfield to dine tomorrow evening with Caroline Bingley and Mrs. Hurst.
Not Mr. Bingley?
The gentleman will be in the shooting party tomorrow. May I have the courage, Father?
The carriage? No, indeed. You must go on horseback, for it looks like rain.
Then you will have to stay the night.
Papa!
Let us leave the matter tomorrow, shall we?
Whatever are you reading, Mr. Bennet?
Only a letter which is tell me your oldest sister, Jane, in the sick in the bed in Netherlands. Congratulations, Mrs. Bennet. If Jane should be died of fever, that's because of you.
Oh, nonsense! People do not die on shifting cold. She will be very well taken care of.
Mama, I think I must go to Netherfield.
I suppose to send a carriage.
Oh, not indeed, Father. I would much rather walk. It is 3 miles to Netherfield, and I'll be back for dinner.
Mr. Darcy, I'm here to inquire for my sister.
On foot?
What does she mean by scampering? Because her sister has a cold?
Look, there's Danny and Captain Carter.
Who's that with them?
I don't know.
Well, he looks fearful handsome.
He might be if he were in regimentals. I think a man looks nothing without regimentals.
One should not judge by appearance alone, Lydia.
Danny! What a luck! We thought you were still in town.
Allow me to introduce my good friend, George Wickham. Please excuse me.
Do you stay long here in Meryton, Mr. Wickham?
All the winter, I'm happy to say so.
There, Lydia. He will be dressed in regimentals. Look, Jane, it's Mr. Bingley.
Hello, Jane. How are you?
You're very kind, sir. I'm okay now.
Are you close with Mr. Darcy?
As ever as I wish to be. I've spent a short time in his presence and everybody's disgusted with his pride.
Well, I've known him all my life.
But
Of course you're surprised. We're cold to each other.
Yes, I did.
He has done me great wrong. After his father died, he refused to fulfill his father's promises. Because of that, he survived on my own.
I never thought Mr. Darcy as bad as this. He should be publicly disgraced.
Someday he will be, but not by me.
Ow! Other way! Ow!
I'm sorry, Miss Elizabeth.
It's okay. You don't know.
It would be an honor if you dance with me.
Why?
Oh, hell not.
Yes, thank you.
Think what you're doing, Lizzie? He pays you a great compliment in singling you out.
My dear Elizabeth,
For almost as soon as I entered the house, I singled you out as the companion of my future life.
I'm very sensible to honor your proposal. And yes, indeed, I'm grateful for your proposal, but I cannot accept it.
Lizzie, do you know what? Mr. Collins has made an offer of marriage to Charlotte
And
Lucas.
she has accepted it.
What?
Mr. Collins and Miss Charlotte, miss?
Mr. Collins, Charlotte, what can I do for you?
My dear Elizabeth, you can see before you the happiest of men. I must relay this happy news to your dear mother and father.
Charlotte, this cannot be.
Why you should be surprised, Lizzie? I'm not romantic. You know, I never was. I asked only a comfortable home. I'm convinced that my chance of happiness with him is as fair as most people can boast on entering the marriage state.
Charlotte, I'm sorry. If Mr. Collins has been fortunate to secure your affection, I'm delighted for you both. Oh, Mr. Darcy.
I beg your pardon. I do not wish to disturb your privacy.
Yes, you did.
In vain I have struggled. Never thought I will never fall in love with you. But then again, here I am asking myself why I'm standing right here in front. I'm going against the wishes of my family, friends, and I do not care about it. I just want to say how much I deeply feel the love for you.
Mr. Darcy, I never expected you were gonna say these words. I may appreciate it, but I will never gonna accept it.
Why do I deserve to be rejected by someone of your stature?
Oh, so you're looking down at me. Well, it's because of your behavior, Mr. Darcy, and because of your arrogance, Mr. Darcy, and because of your pride and your dealings with Mr. Wickham.
That's enough, madam. I thank you, and I wish for your good health.
I was wrong to be prejudiced towards your beloved sister Jane and Bailey. I despised Wickham as a gambler who tried to elope with my sister Georgiana when she was just 15, intending to marry her for her fortunes.
A letter from Jane?
Mrs. Wickham? Oh Lord, I love that sound.
Oh, Lizzie, I believe you envy me.
Congratulations, but not at all.
And Mr. Darcy is at my wedding.
Ooh, it was Darcy who paid off Wickham's gambling debts and gave him a huge sum to marry Lydia. To save her reputation and her family's, Lizzie realizes that Darcy has actually done all this for her.
Bye!
Miss Bennet, are you willing to be my wife?
I will, Mr. Bingley.
Miss Bennet, I want to talk to you.
Are you engaged with Mr. Darcy?
Your nephew and I does not have a deep connection, and I think there's no relationship between us.
And will you promise me that you will never accept his engagement?
I will make no promise with this kind of thing, madam. Will you please excuse me? I thank you, Mr. Darcy, for your kindness for my poor sister. Please allow me to thank you on behalf of my whole family.
If you wish to thank me, let me be yours and yours alone. Your family owes me nothing. If your feeling is unchanged, tell me so. My affection and wishes are the same. I need one word from you.
Well, my feelings are quite different now.
Unconditional.